Hey everyone, today we're talking about the next chapter in the Phoenix Saga. It's actually been kind of interesting. The Phoenix hasn't really been in the Phoenix Saga much so far, but that all changes as we get into the penultimate act of the Phoenix Saga. But first, be sure to subscribe to Comic Island for more recaps of comics, new and old. The X-Men return to their private airfield in Westchester, only to find Erik the Red waiting for them. This mysterious villain has been plaguing the team for months, before even the rise of the Phoenix, working hard behind the shadows to attack the team with proxy villains, like he recently has with Magneto, the Juggernaut, and Black Tom Cassidy. With Erik finally in their sights, the team attacks. However, the villain reveals a trick up his sleeve. Using Havoc and Polaris, both of whom were under Erik the Red's mental sway, Erik was able to procure a new ally, Firelord, former Herald of Galactus. The mutants are no match for this cosmically powered being. He is able to knock multiple X-Men out in singular blows, and in less than a minute, the fight is over. Erik feigns innocence in front of Firelord, as he has tricked the former Herald into believing the X-Men are villainous. The two agree that since the X-Men are now out of the way, it is time to take out their leader, Charles Xavier. Meanwhile, in orbit around Earth, Lilandra, sister to the Emperor of the Shi'ar, remains closely pursued by a powerful Shi'ar vessel. The ship's captain is familiar with Lilandra, as he used to work with her when she was Grand Admiral of the Imperial Fleet, and he is not surprised she has managed to survive this long. As she enters Earth's atmosphere, the captain has his science officers scan the planet. The Shi'ar are largely unfamiliar with Earth, but thanks to a report devised by an agent secretly planted there, they know a great deal. The people of this world are relatively primitive, and normally the Shi'ar would have nothing to do with Earth. But Lilandra is a special case, and the aliens are willing to intervene with this relatively primitive planet, as they will stop at nothing to get her back. The Shi'ar note that the Kree, Skrull, Badoon, and even Celestials have all been to this world before, but none of those groups are of concern to the Empire. What truly alarms and unsettles the entire crew is when they learn Galactus has been here 4 times before in recent history, and has been beaten back every time. Back on Earth, an injured Lilandra appears before Professor X, Misty Knight, and Jean Grey, who were all enjoying tea with Jean's family. Xavier recognizes the alien woman and even knows her name, even though this is the first time they've ever actually met in person. Suddenly, Firelord appears before the gathered group. Jean asks that Misty get her parents to safety, and once again becomes the Phoenix. The two enter a battle, and Jean is alarmed to discover she can fly, and is experiencing a surge of power unlike ever before. She is able to go toe-to-toe with Firelord, knocking him miles away. Professor X and Lilandra telepathically start learning each other's languages in the alien woman's story. Yet while Jean is busy with Firelord, Erik the Red is able to use this opportunity to attack Xavier head-on. Revealing he has been a Shi'ar agent this whole time, he creates a portal, grabs Lilandra, and vanishes with her before anyone can follow. The X-Men, having by now recovered from Firelord's attack, join the others. Charles is distraught over what happened to Lilandra. It turns out the alien woman led a revolt against her brother, the Emperor of a massive intergalactic force called the Shi'ar. She failed, but if Lilandra's brother isn't stopped from opening a certain type of dimensional gate, the entire universe will be destroyed. With that in mind, Jean is able to power up the portal yet again thanks to her new abilities, though both Cyclops and Storm note the tremendous change in Jean's powers, and are each privately concerned about it. Nevertheless, the X-Men go through the portal together, promising to bring Lilandra back. With them gone, Jean's parents are left reeling, having not known about her time as an X-Man to begin with. Before they can do anything about it though, Firelord returns, demanding the right to face the Phoenix once more. Xavier tells the former Herald what happened, warning of the universe's impending destruction. Charles was feeling much better when he actually met Lilandra, as it seemed to have stopped the dampening of his powers, but now that she is gone again, he's left feeling worse than ever. Charles collapses, and Moira and Misty move to help the man, and this is enough to give Firelord pause, recognizing Charles as a person in pain. In the Danger Room, the X-Men are training, but Logan argues with both Cyclops and Colossus. The group is surprised when Angel appears dressed in his original costume. Soon after, he is joined by the rest of the original X-Men, who all attack. The two X-Men teams get in a prolonged battle, with the older team less powerful but more able to work together, until Charles appears and puts an end to the chaos. The original X-Men disappear, and Charles warns this is all happening in his mind. An evil version of Xavier appears, claiming to be their deadliest foe yet. The X-Men are unable to even hit this enemy, who exists on a psychic plane and has absolute control of the world around him. But since this is in Xavier's mind, he is able to take control by summoning the original X-Men back and using them to defeat his darker self. Charles thinks to himself that he is usually able to suppress these evil urges, but the problems he had been experiencing due to Lilandra must have broken down his mental control. He wakes up, with the X-Men still away somewhere out in space, and the fate of the universe still in the balance.